The call for action remains strong 10 years after the tragic shooting at Mother Emanuel AME Church. As families continue to honor the victims and demand change, advocates say the law needs to change. Well, we want to welcome back Yvett Anderson, Charleston local lead for Moms Demand Action. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And it's amazing to think that a whole decade has passed. We live in a small, tight community here in Charleston, and this tragedy affected all of us, but some more than others. Can you tell us about the profound impact that it's had on you particularly?
The profound impact it had on me was that a few of my friends that were very close to me was killed in that Emanuel 9 incident. And it's just the fact that it made me at first, when I would go to church, I had this thing of sitting in the back. Didn't want my back to the door. Sure. I had to sit to where I could see the door. 10 years later, I'm still leery at some time, you know. But for me, it's just the fact that someone would come into a church. That was something I never thought I would live to see in my time.
It's unthinkable. It's
that
unthinkable.
Someone would come into church and just, you know, just shoot 9 worshipers that weren't born of nobody, and they were just worshiping and doing what they normally do.
And I'm so sorry for your loss. These were friends, these were family, and for the trauma that you still live through to this day. We talk about 10 years later. What has been done in the last 10 years?
In the last 10 years, really, we are still with the Charleston loophole. Legislators have not passed any gun laws or tightened the laws or made it better for individuals not to be able to get guns.
And for people who are not familiar with the Charleston loophole, what is the Charleston loophole?
We consider the Charleston loophole to where the actual background check. If the person that did the Mother Emanuel, if they had followed the actual background check, he would not have been able to actually purchase that gun because of what would have came back on him, but due to the fact that.
And for Moms Demand Action, this organization, obviously, these are mothers who are concerned for the safety of their children, of other people's children. What have you done? What has your work entailed in these years to try to change the law?
In these years, we normally, in January, we have Advocacy Day. We'd go to the Capitol, we try to talk to our legislators to get them to pass certain bills or vote no on certain bills that come up. And we also try to go out into the community. We try to educate the community on the aspect of when these bills come up or if they come up, you know, to be aware, be more knowledgeable about them, study them, and realize what our legislators are trying to pass, or help us to tell them, no, we don't want this.
What has been the reception? What has been the reaction? Anything tangible, anything meaningful that gives you hope for change in the future?
Some.
I think I know your answer. It begins with the letter N, maybe. Yeah. So what more needs to be done, do you think? You're doing as much as you can as an advocate.
We're advocating. We advocate all the time. Sure. And it's just the fact, we're just wanting lawmakers just to really listen and hear us.
Yeah.
You know, and just listen and hear us and pass the bills that really need to be passed. We're right now with South Carolina being the 12th state for us crimes and violence due to gun violence. It's up to legislators. It's just up to the lawmakers. Right. It's just up to who we have in place.
And yours is the largest grassroots volunteer network to end gun violence in the nation. So for people who are learning about you today, what are you hoping for? What kind of support do you need to help further this mission and try to invoke some change?
most of the support that we would ask for is that when we are having an event or there is something going on to where we are educating or we're advocating, we just would like the community and we would like them just to come out so they can hear and see exactly what we are doing and what we are trying to do to help protect the children and the future of tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's one thing to be associated by a degree or two of separation, but to actually meet someone who's been touched so personally, so directly by gun violence sort of changes the picture for a lot of us. Thank you so much, Yvette, for coming on and sharing with us.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having
Godspeed
me
in your
today.
mission. Thank you. We're back after this.